happy about the win, but not happy about how we played. But it's a rivalry, so I guess you have to throw the records out. But say it with me, Tuck. Come and go blue.
Yeah, but
What
you
are
know what?
your thoughts on that?
Well, no, it's to the point. You're very happy with the win. I mean, how can you not? Especially the fact that we lost last year. And I said it in the preseason days. We cannot lose this game. You can't lose three in a row to Mel Tucker, and they got it done. But the whole part about throw the records out the window. Yes, you knew. I said it Wednesday that MSU, as they always do, was going to come into this game with heightened energy, right? But when you can't let Michigan off the hook in terms of throwing the records out, is a lot of the deficiencies I believe in the red zone. I think other people will agree with me. Is play calling. It wasn't like the MSU just dominated us at the line of scrimmage once we got in the red zone and we couldn't get pushed. But some of the play calling was really lame. Like the only the most creative thing they did was bringing Blake Corum and in motion and kind of doing a toss pass to him that got us a touchdown. And it's just not good enough. There was one play where I thought, I don't know if it was Sean McDonough or the analyst working with him said it was a bad pass by JJ. It was actually a good pass by JJ, but Shoemaker had to catch the ball. He threw it in a spot only where
That was hot. That was hot.
it was hot. He had,
It was hot. But yeah,
he
Schoonmaker's
had to
got to
put it
make
there,
that. You got to catch that.
but
It's
it
in the
was
end zone. This is big
right.
time
It was
football.
catchable. It was
Hmm.
catchable, and I thought that it was the only spot that JJ could put that based on how tight the window was. So I actually thought it was the right pass, and it was a good pass by JJ, but Shoemaker has to make that catch. And so, maybe that's a missed opportunity there where the right play call was there, the right read by JJ, but the guy didn't make the play. That happens. But overall, the play call in the red zone is definitely something that has to get better. It just does, and it's not taken away from the win. It just is what it is. Everyone saw. I was monitoring Twitter the whole game. No one, no one, for what I can see, was happy with the play calling in the red zone. So it's okay to say that in the midst of being happy with the win. Um, and it's just one of those things where it's not much defensively I can get mad at. I was going to be very upset if we didn't make an adjustment against Keon Coleman because he was big
Man.
man in our corners for one drive. He was making us look really small, but our guys
Hmm.
stepped up beautifully. Our pass rush was there. I thought we was sound in our tackling. Mike Sanders still continues to be a fantastic nickel. Credit to this coaching staff really. There was questions rather. When we saw the news this off season that he was being converted from a wide receiver to the defensive side of the ball, there were questions about that. You
I'll
know,
be the first one. I thought this was silly because
yeah,
I was told that, well, he's going to go both ways and play wide receiver and DB. And I'm like, what? Like, now this is not high school. This is not kid stuff. Like, this is big time football. This, you can't, that's just not how things operate. And now, it hasn't been right him playing both ways. It's been he is a defensive back and he's been terrific. But
really.
go ahead. I'll let you go ahead and
No,
continue.
he's been really, really good. I mean, his technique has been sound. He really hasn't looked. What's impressive about it is that for a guy doing it for the for first time, he didn't do it at all last year, if I'm not mistaken. Doing it for the first time, I don't believe he has a penalty called to him this year. He's been. I can't recall. He might. He's been really sound with his technique. He seems to make a couple plays every game. And so he's been a godsend. It's important to have the nickel is an extremely important position on the field.
Hmm.
He's been really, really good. So credit there. We know what Mike Morris and Oki have been. Mason Graham making an impact. I thought rush defense once again was really, really good. I think at one point it was like MSU had 35 rushing yards and we had like 200. It was a crazy disparity there. So look, defensively, it's not much you can say that they didn't do well today. They were really, really good. Someone made a joke. Maybe it was our buddy Steve Dace that Michigan has to lead the nation in drop interceptions. you know, maybe that's an observation. Some of our guys in the call. I think it was Mike Barrett who happened today. We get these gifts and in our hands, and we tend to drop them, and they tend to be in situations not only that they're interceptions, but they're a chance to go for a pick six. There's even one where someone pointed out that I think it was Rob Moore. I want to say Rob Moore, where
I think you might be right.
he came over the top, and you can't. I'm not going to fault him too much. He did the smart thing, which was the safe thing. Let me just get this ball and knock it down. But he was in great position to really pick the ball off. He had plenty of room to catch it and get not just one, but probably 2 feet in bounds and run it back. So I mean, if you want to, be nitpicky, you can say that's something that you can work on. Because look, turnovers really can help you to change the whole game. So that could be worked on. But yeah, man, I thought it was really good defensively, offensively.